Good evening, everybody. My name is Nikki Bell. I'm the proud principal here at Peakview Elementary. If you haven't met me, I just wanted to say hi for that. Anyway, most of you I've met and had the pleasure of meeting personally, so thank you for being our partners tonight. I know you've spent countless hours and minutes listening to your children repeat every song you're about to hear again. But thank you. Mom's going, oh God, yes, I know every word. But thank you so much for being here. I know we have baseball games tonight, soccer games tonight, everything else, but you put your school first, and your kids are so successful because you do make that a priority. So thank you. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce you and turn this over to Mrs. Alderson, our talented, skillful, positive, amazing choral director. Ms. Alderson.
Good evening. Just like Mrs. Bell, my name is Angela Alderson, for those of you who have not had the chance to meet me yet. And this is my 8th year as music educator here at Peakview. And I absolutely love being here. And part of it is being able to show off your students and all of our hard work to you. So tonight our program is called Bebop with Aesop. It's all about Aesop's fables. And we, as I'm sure most of you have gotten to know, I don't just teach them the songs and then say, let's memorize them and sing. We learned about Aesop. We learned about the history of them. We talked about some of the meanings of the different fables and the morals and all those kinds of things too. So it's truly that all-inclusive connecting curriculum in what we do. And that's why I think part of the reasons I love this and they love that is because they can make those connections. I have some speaking parts, as you've seen in the program, and some small group parts. As they go on from 1st grade to 3rd grade to 5th grade, their chance to be responsible for an extra part increases. So 3rd grade and 5th grade get those speaking parts. And if you're at the 3rd grade program, you'll notice tonight's speaking parts are a little longer. And I had fun when I was putting this show together because I kind of got on a rhyming kick. So you hear some rhymes happen as well. And then we have some small group singing parts within the songs. So there's lots of transitions happening on the stage behind me, and you'll be so impressed with how seamlessly that goes from one thing to the next. I did notice this afternoon as I was looking through some things that I had one little error in the program, and so I'm going to apologize and share with you right now. The second song has a small group and it has Kelsey with some question marks, and that's because my old draft got taken to the printer, and I totally apologize. That is Kelsey Schwartz, and I wanted you to know that. So this is Bebop with Aesop.
Hello, and welcome to our performance. Please silence cell phones, pagers, or any other noisy electronic devices you might have. We have worked really hard on this program, and we are excited to share it with you this evening. Please be respectful and save all your conversations with each other for after.
Be
Just who was this Aesop? Who could he be? In case you're wondering, it's all Greek to me. You're right. He was a Greek slave born around 600 BC, and his wisdom that he shared has been passed down through history.
We are all here with stories about to share. You're bound to know the stories about to tell, so once you hear them, you'll say they ring a bell. Some of these stories, we must admit, we slightly changed around a bit. Please don't get your nose at a joint. It was carefully done to prove a point. Listen well and move through, he'll find you a thing or two.
Our first fabulous fable features a funny bunch of froggy creatures. They were living in a marsh that was damp and cool till they wound up in hot water for breaking a rule.
The sign said that roasting marshmallows was restricted, but when it comes to sweets, they're so addicted. Now they're really up a creek because they have to find a new home early by next week.
All the frogs saw well and thought it would be a really cool place for them to dwell. One frog didn't want the bubble to burst, but he tried to convince them not to jump in head first.
All the other frogs gave him a hard time and started to beg, saying the last one in is a rotten egg.
They all jumped except for one who had to ruin all the fun. In the fall, when the well is dry, the frogs don't get out in case the walls are too high.
They didn't think of that. Here they were, caught and trapped. The smart frog came to the rescue, in case you had a doubt. He found a rope and helped them all get out. The moral of the story is pretty clear to me. Look before you leap, or you may meet your destiny.
Our next fable tells of a grasshopper dude who had a really what-me-worry attitude, and some ants showed him that without a doubt there was something that he should have worried about.
Grasshopper couldn't figure out why his friends were working so busy away. They were anticipating a really cold winter season. They were stocking up for very good reason.
How foolish to waste a lovely spring day when you can be out at play. The grasshopper won't be doing those things. He will be dancing and singing and testing his wings. The ants simply said to the grasshopper that they strongly disagreed, as their anthem is be prepared for every eventuality. So they continued to gather all the things they might need to make sure that their winter was a good one indeed.
Winter is months away, so why should the grasshopper worry? There's plenty of time, so there's no need to hurry. If you can't enjoy life while you're in your prime, you'll be antique before your time.
As might be expected, the cold weather came, and that foolish grasshopper was put to shame. Those ants had been working away while he was out and singing and playing all day, and he had no food
food, needless to say.
When he begged them for a morsel, a bug, a crumb, or a cricket, they said no way will it be his meal ticket. They wanted him not to come around anymore and said, go sing for your supper at Smoky Floor.
The moral of the story is pretty clear. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today.
during these, but I just have to tell you I have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and that song will stick with them, and hopefully one of my little gifts to you, that you can remind them in the future. Remember that song? You procrastinated. I told them that too, so I just had to share with you. Hopefully it'll help a little.
Our next fable stars a girl who was carried away and was left with more than the pipers to pay. She let her mind wander so far off base she couldn't get back to her starting place. The young girl headed off to the market with milk in her pail, and what a shopping spree she thought with the cash from the sale. The first thing she would buy were chicken eggs by the batch, and she put them in an incubator, and after they hatch,
she would have all those chickens laying eggs by the score. Then she would have so much money she could buy goodies galore. She thought for a while and said with a smile, "First all my dresses and scarves my tresses, and fine gems and pearls from the prettiest of girls, designer shoes for my dainty feet, and a box of luscious chocolate truffles for luscious treat."
Everyone would be so jealous, but she wouldn't care. She'd just toss her head and stick her nose in the air. With a happy shout, she drops the bucket and all of the milk spills out.
As you can see, she got carried away and then cried over spilled milk for the rest of the day. And the only eggs for that for milk day was the giant-sized egg she had laid.
The moral to the story I will gladly tell, so gather round and listen well. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, or you'll find yourself with troubles by the batch.
You'll have met your match.
paid lots of money.
So sure he get it, he went on speed, got a brand new house and a new TV.
Well, the other guy got the job instead, now the bill collector's on his head.
Don't count your chickens, honey, before they hatch. Or up and keep the trouble, you're sure to catch. 'Cause when it's time to pay the piper, you'll have met your match. If you count those naughty chickens before they hatch. Make sure you have the room before you book the room. You better set the dates before you celebrate. Don't pay first place until you win the race. 'Cause one big hole you're gonna dig and find yourself in trouble. Don't count your chickens, honey, before they hatch. Or up and keep the trouble, you're sure to catch. 'Cause when it's time to pay the piper, you'll have met your match. If you count those naughty chickens before they hatch, just sing it. Don't count your chickens, honey, before they hatch. Or up and keep the trouble, you're sure to catch. 'Cause when it's time to pay the piper in the briar patch. Count those naughty chickens, you might catch the chickens. If you count those chickens before they hatch.
In this next fabulous fable of long, long ago, we're certain you're all sure to know. The tortoise and the hare are the stars of the show, with some hair-dos and hair-don'ts you'll all want to know. The hare thought that he was the greatest, the best, as he was much faster than all the rest. He boasted and bragged for all to hear, as it was his speed they all should fear.
The other animals were tired of his conceited ways and knew that he would be beaten one of these days. The hare laughed that he had been racing since he was born, and no one has beaten him since.
The animals decided they were tired of him always being in their face. It was time for one of them to challenge the hare to a race.
The tortoise announced he would like to try it, to which the hare replied, "Now wouldn't that be a riot? That's the most harebrained idea yet." So they decided to place a bet.
The time was set at 9 for the race to begin. Then they had to decide what the winner would win. The tortoise spoke first and said prizes weren't his thing, but he wouldn't mind a delicious 14-carat ring.
The hare answered the tortoise would have to say farewell, because the prize would be a box made out of a tortoise shell. The animals were outraged. The hare was out of line. Stick to the facts. We'll meet for the race at 9.
So the race was on, and the hare thought he'd win this in a snap. So halfway through, he decided he'd take a little nap. The tortoise enjoyed the lovely day, and even took time to check out the flowers along the way.
Meanwhile, the hare was snoring away, and didn't seem to worry about winning the day. Some animals woke him and told him he needed to hurry. The hare told him, relax. There's no need to worry. It simply can't be. There's no way the tortoise is ahead of me. The tortoise kept on going at a steady pace. And believe it or not, he came in first place. The hare was upset and shouted, "That's not fair." All the animals protested, saying the tortoise won fair and square.
The hare walked away, singing the blues, realizing the saying, you snooze, you lose. The moral of this fable, always keep a calm and even pace, and you'll find that slow and steady will surely win the race.
Slow and steady, take it slow and steady. Slow and steady. you're bound to recognize. And you'll find out what happens when you tell too many lies. A shepherd boy bored to tears after counting his sheep for several years.
Now everybody knows that counting sheep can easily put a boy to sleep. He carefully watched them every day and made quite sure no one strayed. But unlike the girl known as Little Bo Peep, he dreaded the job of tending his sheep. Our shepherd tried to find a way to help him through his boring day.
But in his attempt to stay awake, he devised a plan that was one big mistake. Now how was a shepherd going to know that crying wolf was not the way to go?
If you're known for telling lies each and every day, when you tell the truth, no one will believe a word you say.
There are many other Aesop tales that we would love to share, but you would really need to have a lot of time to spare. And so we've all just learned a few of Aesop's famous phrases. This review with you has truly sung his praises.
Don't count your chickens, look before you leap. Don't cry wolf, good advice we all should keep. Don't put things off till tomorrow, slow and steady wins the race. Are Aesop's words of wisdom that we should all embrace.
We hope you've learned a lot about what all of us should do, and if you do things Aesop's way, you'll find his words are true. So take the time to learn his tales as best as you are able, and you'll find a little gem in each and every fable.
We hope you've enjoyed these tales in story and in song. If you heed Aesop's good advice, you never will go wrong. And as for dear Aesop, we've bit of fun to do, as we leave we pay this one last tribute now to you.